Ranking all Spiritbox songs is going to be like ranking your kids. You might prefer this one over the other, but you can never really hate any of them. How would you know that, John? You don't have any children? Also, this tier list is the only one that is right and the only one that matters. And if you disagree with any of my choices and placements, then you are simply wrong. And you need to reevaluate your life choices that led you up to this point. Alright, okay, we're gonna begin with the Rotoscope EP and the song Sew Me Up. This one might be my least favorite song from that EP, but it is still a banger. It wasn't a banger in my head on the first listen. On the first listen, I was like, I'm not sure about this one. You know, the other two songs were just so goddamn good. And this one, you know, it feels like it's not as good, but after some listens, it grew on me and it is just an earworm. It is so very nice to listen to. I really like it. It's not like, you know, the God tier territory, but it is definitely at least A tier for me personally. Now, Rotoscope. Oh boy, this one just went in a different direction, okay? And on my first listen, I was intrigued, but I'm not sure if I was like 100% there with this song, because it was just a lot different than anything else that they've released so far. I mean, they've played with electronics before, on, you know, even the self-titled, they've played with electronics quite a lot, but not in this way, and the chorus was just so damn different. I mean, what I had in head was like, man, this reminds me of even like Billie Eilish and maybe like Nine Inch Nails and just this industrial sound. But then you have this beautiful bridge section with just a beautiful melody. It's very ethereal, you know, very Spiritboxy. I mean, the whole song is Spiritboxy, but it is just a perfect build-up for that absolutely massively destructive brutal breakdown that is at the end there. And also what I appreciate is the chorus. The chorus is changed in the end of the song into another beast. It just gets, you know, some special harsh vocals in there. It is just such a good song, and this one belongs for me personally in the God tier category because it is just fresh, it is catchy. And even after so many listens, I never got tired of this song. Not yet. Alright, Hysteria. From the first second, I knew that I'm going to like Hysteria a lot. You know, Courtney starts singing, but the guitar waits a little bit before it digs into your flesh and bones, and it feels so goddamn good. And what I thought was the chorus was just the pre-chorus. But if the pre-chorus has the qualities of a chorus and then the chorus delivers even more, oh my god, mind freaking blown. These melodies in this song, the singing is just, I mean, singing is always fantastic. When it comes to Spiritbox, let's be real, but in this one, it just went to a whole new level. And obviously, we have the breakdown, and I think this song has my favorite breakdown from this EP. I mean, a Rotoscope breakdown is fantastic, but oh why? When I heard this one for the first time, I basically went through the roof and back and did it all again because it was just so goddamn powerful. Hysteria, I'm not sure if I would put it above Rotoscope, probably not, because Rotoscope was just a very, you know, fresh take on their sound. You know, it was just a very new thing that in my opinion really worked. You know, it was a very bold move from the band, I believe, and it just worked. All right, now we are moving on to Eternal Blue, and yeah, we're gonna start with a bang because we have Sunkiller, and oh boy, this one might ruffle some feathers out there on the interwebs because Sunkiller is yeah. And I'm gonna explain real quick because, you know, the first half of the song, the melodies are just beautiful, the build-up is beautiful, but I just don't feel like it ever 100% lands, you know, its full power on the listener. I just don't feel like it utilizes the beautiful melodies that you have in the first half of the song. The singing in there is just so goddamn beautiful. There is just so much potential, but I don't believe that this song kind of lives up to that potential. And especially the second part of the song, like the breakdown. The first time you hear it is like, oh yeah, this is powerful, but after, multiple listens, for me personally, it feels a little bit too dragged out, and the whole, silent part, son killer, it just takes a lot of time to build up, and then the breakdown, after multiple listens, it just doesn't have that lasting power for me personally, and the ending is just kinda abrupt. So yeah, Sun Killer, still not a bad song. The first half of the song is goddamn beautiful, but overall, this one just didn't quite catch my ear. Now, Hurt You, that is a bit of a different story. Hurt You, it's got the heaviness, it's got the, the horror electronics in there. It just has everything that I love about this band, and it has that massive hook in the chorus. And even though the extended chorus on Hurt You reminds me a little bit of the extended chorus in Blessed Be, I still love this song. This is a fantastic song. I don't listen to it as much, but still, whenever I hear it, I go happy mode. Hey, we have Yellow Jacket. And first listen of this song, I was like, okay, this is cool. We have Sam Carter from Architects on this one, and he really brings the different flavoring. Like, I can imagine this song without him, but with him it just has that special flavor. And what I really loved about this song is that the chorus is both clean and harsh. Like, the wall of vocals that just hits you from the chorus is so goddamn powerful. You have that creepy electronic intro with the cool vocals. You have some insane riffs in this one. You have some in this one. And then, oh my god, the breakdown. Whatever is happening with that guitar in that breakdown, I would really love to see that with my own eyes. There's no turning back from the S tier for Yellow Jacket, The Summit. Now this one is more of the accessible ones, has more singing, more of the hooks. The chorus is massive. It just hooks you in and doesn't let go. Very creative vocals and vocal melodies, and even vocal effects in this one. And we even have some backing screams in the second part of the song, which I think is cool. This might not be the favorite of the boys who prefer the heavy stuff, but for me the melodies are just so goddamn good that I just gotta put it in the A tier. It's gotta be after Sue Me Up and Hurt You, but still fantastic song. Secret Garden. Oh man, this one has that section that people think it's bass, but it's not actually bass, it's a guitar effect. Chorus, one of the best choruses this band has ever produced in my opinion. You have fun verses, you have hooks for days, you have interesting and beautiful and kind of mysterious atmosphere in this one. But I believe that the ending could have used something more in there. Don't know what, it's just my feeling, my honest feeling. But still, Secret Garden, I think it's even like below, not below, but I prefer it above these two right here. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I still prefer Hurt You a little bit more. And no, actually, you know what? God damn it. I know this was going to be hard, but god damn it, this is even harder than I thought. Now, Silk in the Strings. Okay, so this one is for the heavy boys. This one is for, the mushers, because this one just starts, it goes, it never stops, it goes super hard. That breakdown, that guitar work in this whole song is just like, oh my lord. And the way just Courtney screams or actual growls in that breakdown, I believe is like disgusting. It's just disgusting, man. And this song, on my first listen, I was like, this one is right. It's a heavy banger. I can understand, on my first listen, I would put it like in B tier because I wouldn't get back to it as much as the other songs. But after many listens, this song, I can say that this one is above The Summit, above Hurt You, somewhere right here, like Silk in the Strings. When I want to destroy shit, I put on this song. This song just always keeps me or gets me going. Holy roly moly. Okay. Well, this one might again ruffle some feathers, but holy roller is for me B tier because it is a fun song, especially live, and they played it in Prague when it wasn't even released. It was still a demo, I believe, and they were like, okay, here is Holy something. I don't actually remember the title, how they, introduced it, because I was like, what is this song? I don't know this song. And even after the show, I came to Mike, and I was like, was that a cover of something? I felt so stupid because that was a new song, Holy Roller. And live, it is just a banger. You see live videos, people go crazy. It's fantastic. But I listened to it so many freaking times that I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I should, stop doing that as much because, it kind of wears out a little bit too fast. It's a short song, short, sweet, heavy banger with, a little bit of that drum and bass, industrial, whatever you want to call it, break there. It is, fun, but, it is not the best song. It is fun, not the best song. Eternal Blue. Oh my, there is a big story with this one for me personally, because Eternal Blue, when I listened to it for the first time, people, they were saying comments like, oh my god, this is the best song on the album. I love this song. This is fantastic. And I was like, for me, it was like somewhere in here, B, C tier, because I wasn't feeling this song at all. But I was listening to the album, every couple of days because I don't really listen to albums all that much these days. But Eternal Blue, I was like, I want to get into this song. I see the potential. I hear the potential, but I just cannot genuinely say that I am loving this song, okay? And then one day, I was just, about to wake up, and I had this dream, and when you listen to the intro of this song, and the outro as well, just listen to those parts, and it's so ethereal, it fits so well into a dream, and that is exactly, I think it was the outro that I heard in my dream, and it just felt so comforting. I felt so, good. I felt so happy in that dream. Then I woke up and everything went back to shit, obviously. But after that moment, I went back. I listened to this song again and I was like, I get it now. It clicked. It just clicked after that dream. And for me, right now, Eternal Blue is even above like everything else in the A tier. Like, I can say that I love this song. It doesn't go into the godlike tier. Maybe it's gonna get there because, it basically never stopped growing after that dream. It was just such a weird experience, but a lovely one. Alright, this one. We live in a strange world, oh my. This, I'm gonna say it straight up, is my least favorite Spiritbox song ever. So, it begins as like this, electronic glitchy track with vocals from Courtney. Those are great as always, but just the backing track in the first half of the song, it just, I don't know, it was almost unpleasant to listen to. It was just so weird, like the sounds, it just didn't feel good to listen to for some reason. I don't know why. And then in the second half of the song, it's a short song, it doesn't even have 3 minutes, I believe. But, it, gets the instruments out, drums and everything else. It turns into a little bit of a different monster there. But it still keeps, the melodies the same. And, if the song was more like the second half of it, I think I would have liked it more. But still, I feel like this one just... this one is like a more of a skipper. Like, I skip over this one quite a lot because it's just the intro, like, takes a little bit too long to really get going. And just the electronic sounds in the first half are just, I don't know, not appealing to me for some reason. Maybe they are for you. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm just completely crazy, but hey, that's just my opinion. Circle with me. A love letter to metalcore or metal or whatever. I think they said this in an interview that this is what it is. And this is like one of the best songs that you can introduce Spiritbox to other people, especially, you know, those vanilla metalcore listeners that are, you know, not ready for crazy shit like Silk in the Strings, or maybe even like Secret Garden, which is more on the melodic side. But Circle With Me is just accessible, still fun. That riff that it opens with is just so goddamn nasty. One of my favorites. And that last chorus, you know, when Courtney really opens up with those vocals, it is just, you know, a moment worth of ascension, I would say. But yeah, this is another one of those songs that I played to death. So, you know, these days I don't play it as much. But it is, I would say it's like over here. Yeah. Still, you know, not as strong for me as Eternal Blue, just because of that crazy dream. Man, that's crazy. What can dreams do to your brain? It's insane. Sorry about that. Halcyon. All right. I think this is like the sleeper hit of this album. And I've seen people talking about this one and saying stuff like, oh, this one, you know, it feels like it maybe I would be okay if this was not on the album. I wholeheartedly disagree. This is one of my favorites. I think that I would even put this... Oh man, this is... The A tier is getting crowded. I'm not sure. Holy moly, this is hard. Where would I put Halcyon? Because that chorus is so goddamn beautiful. The ending with the jump scare breakdown. I remember the first time listening to this, it really jump scared me, okay? I think that I would put it like right here. Yeah, right here above all of these. Halcyon, like, I listened to it many times and I still listen to it on a regular basis. It didn't get old and boring. It is just a banger. And I think it's probably one of the most underrated songs on this album. Oh my, I've been recording for 30 minutes. So yeah, let's pick up the speed a little bit. Constance. Now Constance, you might have seen my reaction to this song. I have it on my channel. And straight up, above literally everything. Because the emotion that emanates from this song is so goddamn strong and honest and just, you know, it goes straight to the heart. The instruments are so beautiful, yet it gets, you know, quite heavy at the end. You know, it gets heavier and heavier, and then the whole idea, like, you are losing your memory, your mind, because, you know, the story, obviously, that you see in the video, you're getting older, you're losing your memory, dementia, that kind of stuff. That song reflects this so well. And I just cannot describe the beauty of this song in words. Even thinking about it, I'm just like, oh man. Emotions, they come back flooding to me. They come back flooding back to me. I think that's how we say it. Well, Constance is just... Man. Constance is a masterpiece. Like, that is like one of the songs that... How do you describe it in words? With words? I can't. Okay. I'm just gonna move on because I just can't. Like, if you know, you know. Okay, we're off to the singles collection. Perennial, one of the first songs that I've heard from Spiritbox. Wow, this one, the melody in the chorus is so goddamn infectious that when I was actually playing this in my car and one of my friends who is not a metalhead, I was playing this song, you know, almost every morning when I went to work. And one day, I played this song and I heard her going like... You know, singing that melody from the chorus. I was like, see, you might be a fan after all. Perennial. Still one of my favorite songs to this day. Oh, it's gonna be really hard to just put it. Man, this is extra hard. Like, I think I would put it somewhere. Yeah, right here. Yeah, Perennial is fantastic. Great, you know, melodies. fantastic sound palette and everything. It just works. And that video is gorgeous as well, like super cool video. Oh boy, Electric Cross, the first track that I've heard from Spiritbox. My first reaction that I have on this channel to these guys. It was my introduction to this band. And I would not recommend this song as an introduction to this band, because it is like one of the most technical and not easy to get into tracks that they have. There's a lot going on. You know, you have layers of vocals and just, you know, crazy stuff. The beginning, you know, with what you think is bass, it's guitar, and it is just a track that you might not get into immediately, but it's gonna grow on you. And I think that this one is still growing to this day. Electric Cross, to me, belongs in the S tier, for sure. Even below, yeah, I think it's, yeah, somewhere right here. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put it above Rotoscope as well, because this one just goes in places that just, it still blows my mind to this day. This track is just special. Trustful. This one is also special. It maybe doesn't go as insane as Electric Cross with some of the stuff, you know, electronics and just composition wise, but still it is a very, you know, fresh song. Like, after listening to so many metalcore bands, you're like, oh man, I need something, you know, that freshens me up. And Trustful is that song, I believe. I believe this song has some of the best, or most fun to listen to at least, guitar work from Spiritbox that I've heard. Those electronics in the heavy parts, it just makes it even more in your face. And that ending with Courtney's beautiful vocals just soaring, and the harmonies and vocals that just are everywhere by the end of this song. It is just transcendent. It is just next level shit. I love this song so much. I would probably kill to hear this song live. Not gonna lie. Or maybe just in like a acoustic setting, it would be fantastic. I think this song would work in that setting. But hey, I'm not a professional musician, so that's just my little stupid opinion. Anyway, Trustful. Yeah. Somewhere right there. Trustful is just fantastic. Belcara. Now, Belcara, when I listened to it for the first time, I was like, woo, this is fantastic. But this is one of those songs that kind of fell off for me a little bit after multiple listens. I still really like this track, especially when it, you know, turns from the heavy to clean, clean vocals to the more, you know, calmed down part. And yeah, I think that this one, I'm gonna have it like right here. Not really into the B tier, but yeah, somewhere, you know, under all of these songs. Like, not my go-to song, but when I listen to it, I'm like, oh yeah, Belcara, man, Belcara still goes hard. Blessed Be, or Blessed Be, I got it. I can never remember how to pronounce it. Anyway, Blessed Be, or Blessed Be, that build up before the breakdown and the impact of the breakdown itself. Yeah. Beautiful melodies, vocal lines. Just the intro immediately sucks you into the song. Now, I'm trying to think where to put this one. It's definitely A tier, okay? Definitely an A tier song for me. I think that I would have it like right here. Yeah. Like, again, this is one of the songs that I've listened to so many times that, you know, I wore out that song a little bit, but this is just my stupid thing to do, because sometimes when I have a really great song, I play it to death, and then it's like, oh man. Yeah, I think you guys know the feeling. Anyway, Bleach Bath. Bleach Bath is probably my least favorite from the singles collection. Uh, it's a good track, but for me, again, it didn't have that lasting value. Like, I think that all the stuff that we have in this song is done better in the other songs. It is still a fun listen, but I think that I'm gonna put this one right here in the B tier. Yeah, this one I don't see myself going back to all that many times these days, but it's still a fun track. Rule of Nines, that second verse with the bass just slaps so many butt cheeks that it should be illegal. The chorus is one massive hook. The ending, some people complain about the ending that is too short, but I think it is, it's definitely intentional, and I think it's just short and sweet breakdown at the end. Like, not every song needs a breakdown and then the outro. I think this was a very fresh take on, the whole breakdown thing. Like, the breakdown is gonna be the outro, and it just works, and it leaves like, what just happened, brother? But Rule of Nines, oh my god, I wasn't able to get back from that voice that I did right there. Rule of Nines, I think it's like even, like right, I think it's even above Circle with me, for me personally. This song still freaking slaps to this day. Oh my, we have arrived to the self-titled EP. Now, The Mara Effect Part 1. That was the second song that I've heard from this band ever, I believe. Instant love. From the very first tones of that bass. God damn it, that bass. And then the ethereal guitar, the beautiful tones from Mr. Mike Stringer, and then Curtin LaPlante just absolutely killing me with those vocals. Oh my god. Yeah, I think you guys can tell that I love this song. This is Love, The Mara Effect Part 1. And there's just so much to love about this song. The sound, the atmosphere, the guitar work, the way Courtney sings that high note. Razor blade eyes, oh boy, I'm hearing it now. And then obviously the guitar solos. We need more guitar solos in Spiritbox songs, by the way, just saying. But yeah, the Mara Effect, it's above. It's just like, yeah. 10/16, I don't even think that I should rate this one because it is a, nice, beautiful transition between Mara 1 and 2. And, if you want the full experience, you definitely want to put this one in there. I used to listen to just, Mara 1, 2, 3. But if you put 10/16 in there, it is just that complete experience. It just feels really freaking good because, Mara 2, it just goes. It starts and it goes. So I'm gonna leave this one down here, but it is a lovely part of this whole thing. Mara Part 2, okay, it immediately goes into a fun riff, vocals, it just, hook you in, and then the chorus, the vocals in the chorus, drumming, absolutely off the charts, so busy on that snare, it's so much fun to listen to, and just overall, so many, like, playful vocal things, like, going on in this song. It's a little bit more intense than the first part, but that makes sense because it's, the middle part of this whole trilogy. And just that ending, that heavy ending just sends you. I don't know where it sends you, but it sends you. And then the outro, with the creepy Spiritbox sounds. It is just glorious. Glorious to listen to. It doesn't get old. I can replay this to death and it's still gonna be a ton of fun. Might not be as good as part 1 for me personally, again, but still God tier, absolutely for sure. Well, but there's still the Mara Effect Part 3. Where do you think I'm going to rank this song? Well, I'll tell you this much. The Mara Effect Part 3 is my favorite Spiritbox song ever. It's an S tier, number 1. And it's so hard to explain why, because I just feel like there is this very special connection that I have with this song. It's just everything in this song. It's so close to perfection for me. It wraps up the whole trilogy just so well, sound-wise. The atmosphere is not unlike anything else that I've ever experienced in music. And I don't say that lightly. Like, what happens in this song is just... that chorus is ethereal, somehow unnerving. It is just so many things at once, but it doesn't like overload your brain. It is... oh man. And that, you know, again, you have that bassy guitar tone in the second part, or after the first chorus, actually. Then you have that creepy build-up to the ending that just destroys you. It just, you know, releases you into atoms, basically. That ending just absolutely hammers you down. It's the effect of the Mara, after all. Oh my god, this song is just... you know, this is the song where I realized it's like other bands, and then somewhere up there is Spiritbox. This song is as close to an out-of-body experience that I will probably ever experience, because it is just, as cheesy as it sounds, it's one of the best songs that I've ever heard. And the whole Mara trilogy, I mean, you know, you have to listen, or you don't have to listen to these songs like in order, but, you know, to get the full experience, especially for a first-time listener, I think it's really good to do it, even with 10/16 in between Mara 1 and 2. This just absolutely wins it for me. Well, Aphids. Thinking about this song might be my least favorite song from the self-titled EP. It is one of those, you know, full-on heavy, nasty, disgusting songs. You know, there's still some clean tones, clean guitar tones in there, but other than that, it's just full-on harsh vocals, destruction, nasty drumming, and just, you know, basically a roller coaster of destruction. But, you know, the more I listened to this song, the more I found myself just kind of zoning out in the second part of the song, because, you know, screams after screams after screams, you know, there are enough changes in the song to keep you interested. However, you know, maybe a little bit of clean vocals in there. Again, that might be just me, but I kind of zonked out and I was like, oh man, oh yeah, this song is still here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put it still in the A tier, but I think I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, in the A tier, below Bilkara. Now, everything is eventual. Beautiful chorus, beautiful verses, fantastic guitar work, as always. And then you have this part where just, you know, Courtney goes machine gun like vocals. It's just so freaking good, man. So good. So definitely A tier. Now thinking where to put this, it's above Halcyon. Probably yes. It's actually, I think I'm gonna do some changes in the A tier. I'm gonna put Everything is Eventual right here, and I'm gonna put Sumi up below these two, and I'm gonna put Circle With Me below these two. Yeah, I think this one, yeah, that's a good one. And we are forming an L with these songs, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, Everything is Eventual is, you know, a song that doesn't get boring easy. You can listen to it many times without it getting, you know, annoying or old. At least that was my experience, and I still get back to this song every now and then. The Beauty of Suffering. Oh my lord, this song slaps on so many fronts, and I feel like I have a personal connection, you know, to what's being said in the song. It is just, you know, Courtney's vocals on this one. I don't know why, but for some reason in this song, it just feels even more vicious than normally. Maybe it's, you know, because of the lyrics or something, but then you get that such beautiful chorus that, oh my god, like other bands would kill for a chorus like this, okay? And then you also get this Meshuggah-like part where it's just like full on kick the walls around you, destroy everything, and enjoy life, you know, do mosh pits and shit like that. The Beauty of Suffering, oh man. And there's, you know, still that beautiful factor in all of this destruction. It is an absolute banger. definitely for me personally an S tier, but goddammit, where do I put this one? Do I put this above Constance? I think I'm gonna put this one right here, like right here. Yep. I think what really brings this song home is the last like minute and 30. You know, it's so just intense, beautiful. The vocals from Courtney there are just so, oh man, so heavenly, so beautiful, and just hard to put into words. Like, what happens in the end, at the end of this song, is just out of this freaking world, and I freaking love it. And thank you for that studio, you know, one take studio version with Courtney on vocals. What am I talking about? No one else is on the vocals. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. That one take video, basically. So yeah, we still have a Holy Roller featuring Ryo Kinoshita X Crystal Lake now in Gnosis. I don't even actually know why I put this one in there, just, you know, for completionist kind of sake for this tier list. But yeah, Holy Roller, I mean, I think that, you know, when Ryo does his crazy sounds, you know, the sing draining sounds, I feel like it's a slight improvement above the original, but, you know, it's still Holy Roller. You know, it's still, you know, everything that I said about Holy Roller being in the B tier, it still fits. So I'm just gonna review this right now, and then I'm gonna show you the updated version. If I move something, you will see. Yeah, I think right now I'm very happy with this list. Let me know how you feel about my choices, maybe how you would rate some of these songs, maybe like Sunkiller or We Live in a Strange World. Maybe those are S tier for you. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments why these should be S tier. You know, let me know. Elaborate a little bit, because we can have a little conversation here about Spiritbox songs. Because in the end, we are here because we love Spiritbox. Alright, I've been recording for over an hour. Holy balls. Well, I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope it's not over an hour long, because who would watch that? But if you made it all the way here, write burger down in the comments, and then write your comment that you wanted to say. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to Spiritbox for creating such fantastic music. We'll see you all very soon. Cheers!